Okay, so I'm going to go over quiz 1 in GIS and digital field data collection to go over some of the issues that some people had. So the first step was to open up the survey map module from Road Eng and to start a new traverse. Here you're going to enter the POC, which was 50567 5456789, elevation of 100. Okay, now the next important step is always to retrieve your screen layout. So to do this, you go File, Retrieve Screen Layout, just ignore that. Now remember that your screen layout is something you can recycle. It's sort of like a photocopy of your data entry. So mine is right here. So this will be the data entry start point. Okay. So now you're going to enter your data and make sure that's entered correctly. Okay, so I've now entered the data very quickly, or I opened a file that had it. Some errors that people had was not properly in making sure this was a radial shot, because recall from station 2 you did a radial shot to a wildlife tree. Then from station 2 you did a 4-shot to the POT. The next important step was to open up a map, so a quick map. We're going to window tile these vertically. And then if this wasn't labeled already, you need to add your labels, right click, go to map options, add your north arrow, add your grid, and add your labels if you haven't, ensuring you check radial shot so you can see the radial shot. Great. Oh, look at that, and I changed this. Should be a radial shot. No. What did I just do? Control, delete. Radial shot, there we go. So some of you had some issues with your traverse because of data entry errors, so always double check that. But once you're ready to close your traverse, some of you, what you did was you went up to let's see, coordinates, close traverse, and by doing that you had a really big margin of error, 141 meter error. And then if you have a look at what the resulting the resulting map was, what you effectively did was you just brought your POC to your POT. So that's not what you wanted to do. What you actually wanted to do was close your traverse, because this is a linear traverse, close it by setting absolute coordinates. So the POT that I gave you was very different than the POC, and that was 5000700 5456860 and 113. Great. So by doing that, the error you should have gotten was 5.08% or 8.87 meters, and then a vertical deviation of 1.29 meters. Select OK, and now notice how your map is still this linear map. I want to remove the labels for a second because that's a little bit overwhelming. But here you can see how this is still linear traverse. It's still closed because we now assigned the correct coordinates to the POT, and we have known coordinates for the POC. So I hope that helps to clarify for some of you where your errors were. The other expectation I had, and with any type of data entry, is that you always label each station, and in this case you were mapping a wildlife tree. So it's important to have a label so you know exactly what it is you're labeling.